Success is created by doing the basics to a high standard consistently. Thibaut. My friends, each and every day, 10 to 15 minutes of high quality exacting training. That's all it takes. Don't worry about how long it takes to become the charting master, because when you do, you'll make up for all the time you ever spent. Let's jump into these charts. A down day for everything. A nice down day for all of us who are short in the market, big time. Let's look at where we are with the S&P 500. We are down 1.79%. You can see how this market has launched again, popped up on Wednesday, but just a feint, and rolling back down on Thursday. On the two-day chart, an uninterrupted line of red down movement since things started on the 27th of February. Of course, we had all sorts of dojis and little spinning tops for weeks after the market topped, and then in earnest, starting on the week beginning the 2nd of March. That was pre-forecast by that rollover starting right there a few days before on that Friday, the 27th of February. And for the last 4 weeks, red down candles continuing to move down. High volume last week, are already right at average volume, and we still have another day to go for this week. Above average volume last week is what I was saying. And you can see all the volume for the last 6 days. Again, we are in a pullback. We are bearish on stocks, and they are moving down overall. NASDAQ down even more today, 2.39%. Clearly, with that two-day candle, we've blown through the basement as far as our support levels go. We had the floor and then the basement, and of course, over the course of the last few days, we have blown through that quite handily. And again, 4th week of down movement on the NASDAQ. We are bearish there too. And again, we're just continuing to rack up the points. If you are in any of the inverse funds or inputs, if you know how to trade those. If you don't, and you want to learn about options, then of course you need to become a Patreon member, because when you do, you get our 3-part series, Options Made Simple, The Charting Wealth Way, plus my latest book, 3-Wave Trading Advantage, everything you need to know to be who you want to be. Let's look at where we are on SH. That is the ProShares single inverse of the S&P 500, and you can see where it has been clocking up. Now again, sometimes people get confused about inverse funds. They're like, hey, if the S&P is at $645 and something, then SH is somewhere around there. No, it's not. It's at $38.22. You might say, hang on, how does this work? It tracks percentage per percentage. If the S&P is down for the day 1.79%, SH is up for the day 1.79%, or very, very close, or the opposite. So again, when I say the opposite, if the S&P 500's up, then SH is, of course, down. And the way these are set up with the derivatives that the market makers, the people who run these ETFs, they are set up to mimic as closely as possible the inverse. Now, everything's not beautiful about inverse funds. They have higher fees. They reset on a daily basis. They can magnify your losses. There's a lot of potential issues. But again, if you know what you're doing and you know when to get in and when to get out, it can help you find something to do when everything else is crashing and people are running around with their heads on fire. I love inverse funds, but I love them for particular reasons. If you've not taken our training, Inverse Funds, How to Make Money When Markets Crash, then if you haven't taken that yet, you need to. I'm going to put it at the end of today's YouTube video. You'll see it. Now, again, many of you have already taken that. Doesn't hurt to take it again. Just pay attention. Of course, here is PSQ, the single inverse of the NASDAQ 100. And again, there are other funds. There's double and triple inverses, all sorts of crazy stuff out there. I don't care to be crazy. I don't care to be greedy. I just like things to work for me and be simple. That's why I keep it simple. And I tell you what, keep it simple, stupid. That military acronym KISS, it is always the best policy, I think. You start making things complicated, and Occam's razor comes into play. And the more complicated it is, the more likely it is to break. Let's jump now into 20-year U.S. government bonds. They are down 0.84%, and again, stroking lower for the week. 3 stair steps going down, just beautiful. We are bearish and short on bonds. And you might say, Tom, what's the inverse for bonds? Well, there is one. Tango, Bravo, Foxtrot, TBF. They're more, but I like this one because it's the single short. Again, managed by who? Our buddies over at, and they're not my buddies, I'm just saying that, but the ProShares people probably like them over there. They do a great job running this fund. And again, you can see it's trading around what? $24.41. But again, day per day, percent by percent, it is the inverse of what's going on with TLT. So that is where we are, my friends, on bonds. We are bearish. They are going down, and we are happy to see it. What about gold? And again, this is one of the things about being a bit sophisticated in the market. Don't have to be super sophisticated, but just enough to say, I don't really care which way the market goes, as long as I can track it and trade it. That way, there's no emotion. If the market's crashing and burning and you're riding it down, more power to you. This is simply a vehicle for which you can increase your wealth. And in order to do that, you have to practice and get good at it. If you just start throwing money because you think you're good, the market will take it away from you so quickly, like a shark attack. Next thing you know, your legs are ripped off. Let's jump into gold. Gold pulling back hard, 3.76% again. Second week after our classic turnaround pattern interim high. We didn't have, though, as far as classic turnaround pattern, we like to have average or above average volume in that interim high, and then average or above average volume with a red spinning top. A bigger top than that, it's almost a doji, and then the turnaround, but it has happened, and it has been beautiful. Down last week, further down this week, punching through what could have been a floor. Where we set that was at the pullback level. Remember when gold popped up to its high of highs on that week beginning the 26th of January? Actually, it was on the Friday of that week. And then on the next Monday, you can see it in the charts where things popped up and then popped down. This is the Friday, the 30th, and this is the Monday, the 2nd of February. Just a crash and burn day. Well, that's the bottom where we set that potential floor, potential support. Well, it's pushed through it now, hasn't it? And again, we are short gold. Now, gold is harder. There is something called DGZ. I can put that in there for you. DGZ. DGZ is a short fund for gold. The problem is, look over here at the bid and the ask. It's 19 cents on a $5.10 ETF. Do you think I am going to jump into something like that where it is that illiquid? No, I'm not. If I'm going to short gold, I'm going to short gold by buying puts because this is too illiquid for me. So we don't have an inverse fund for you for gold. But again, if you take our course for free by becoming a Patreon member as little as $30 a month, $1 a day, and you support the work we do here, you'll immediately get our 3-part series that'll teach you how to start practice trading options. Just a suggestion from Uncle Tom. Let's jump into HODL. Where are we there? It's pulling back again, big, 3.44%. I guess that's not that big for HODL for Bitcoin, but it is pulling back. And again, after 2 weeks, like we saw back in early and mid-January, 2 weeks of trying to move up, crashing this week, just blew, it's rolled over, sitting below the trend line, sitting below the weekly trend line. On the weekly, the half day and the 2-day. Doesn't mean it can't recover, but that is some real weakness there. And of course, Thom, is there an inverse fund for Bitcoin? Yes, and I've actually traded this and made money on it. It's called BITI. It's one of many. I like it. It's again run by ProShares, and BITI is the inverse. And you can see this week it's trying. It's a doji right now, but you can see over this last day, you can see on the 2-day how it's slowly building up. Not saying that Bitcoin is now in a downward spiral. I'm just saying we're seeing some weakness, and that's a possibility in the future for you. My friends, that is where we are as we close out on Thursday, getting ready for the last day. Patreon members, I've already sent you your 5-day plus analysis and your trade execution summary grid. I've also already picked out, but I haven't emailed it to you yet, our weekly vertical crossovers. We have 8 on the S&P 500 going up. We have 4 on the S&P 500 going down. And those will be coming out in the email to you. And of course, we always post everything at the Patreon page too, just in case for some reason you don't get the email. We don't get it to you properly. It goes in your spam filter. You're traveling. Just go to Patreon. Check out the page. You'll see everything uploaded there for you. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth.